You've seen their quirks and a couple of top 10 videos, but have you seen my tier list for these rambunctious teenagers? Hey guys, this is Kyle from Varistudiostv, the who's, what's, where's, when's, and tens of anime, and today we will be doing another tier list, this time for the students of Class 1A. Some of my favorite students, of course, but no one quite knows the rank that I'll put them in, you know? So without further ado, I'll just jump right into this. Alright, so first up on the list, we have Mr. Cellophane himself, Hantasero. There have been a lot of questions that I've been asking myself. Why didn't he use duct tape? I mean, you know, industrial grade duct tape. He's a pretty okay hero. He's not too controversial or anything like that. I think he'd make a really good hero. It's tape coming out of his body, so of course it'll be stronger. I mean, but how much tape can he run from his body though? We never really know. And how strong is it? I've seen it attached to rocks before in the provisional exam, hasn't it? It's pretty mid class. I'll put him in a B tier. Maybe a C later. Nah, I'll keep him in B. B is pretty good. Shoto Todoroki, icy hot. Oh my goodness, this. Need I say more? Need I say more? Prince Zuko, we love you. Next. Alright, so we have Izuku Midoriya, the overpowered teen. He has way too many powers. I mean, the chosen one to save the world and all. He has so many things on his head. His mom, saving people. I can't fault his character. He's a pretty solid character. He's driven. He's well driven, I could say. So I won't put him in S class. I'll probably put him in A class. Now, the reason why I put Shoto above him is because Shoto does come with his own ideals as well. Even though, look at it from my point of view. Shoto has an entire family, for Christ's sake, that's uprooted by his very father's goal to become the #1 hero and achieving it any way he can. These domestic disputes really culminate to create believable character, you know. I won't say Midoriya's life is full of stars and it's all pearly white and whatnot. He's got some problems of his own. We don't know who his father is, and on top of that, he wasn't born with a quirk, and then he inherited the strongest quirk in the world, so he has a lot to work with. But with Todoroki, with his family, I think it drives closer to home for me personally, because it's a lot. So Todoroki definitely gets an S class for me. So Rikido Sato comes up next. He is an okay character. He doesn't really move the plot forward, and I don't really like his quirk to all that. His quirk means to get diabetes, you know. Fumikage Tokuyomi, the chicken Batman of the entire series. You are definitely one of my most favorite characters. I want to put you at S, but I don't know enough about your family or seeing your parents or anything like that. So I can definitely see you in A tier. You're pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Toru Hagakure. Now, the Invisible Girl, you know she's probably going there. I couldn't put her in S class. I mean, she's okay, but she doesn't really move the story forward. You know what I mean? But she's okay. Her powers are pretty cool, reflecting light and being able to, you know, blind people and whatnot, and being able to erase her presence completely. Erasing your presence completely isn't just about like holding your breath and going invisible. Like, erasing your presence completely is not something easy to do, and she was able to achieve that. You know, her quirk is always on 24/7. I wonder what would happen if Aizawa took a look at, well, I think we've probably seen something like, you know what, she's probably naked. Moving right along, Katsuki Bakugou shouts way too much, but there's no denying his power. his shouting though. So for me, he would be between a A or a B tier, but I'm gonna just drop him in a B tier for now. I'm gonna drop him in a B tier for now. There's no doubt about his power, but his attitude, man, he's just way too much. Minaru Maineta. Need I say more? Momo Yairozu. Yairozu is a pretty solid character. She's very smart, but again, she doesn't really push the boundaries or whatnot. I'm not rating this based off their quirk. I'm rating this based off like everything overall. Because if I rate them based off quirk, Bakugou would definitely go into S class and Midoriya would be in S class. But it's more than that. It's more than that. It's their characters overall matched with their power and their backgrounds and their motivations. So for me, Yairozu, you have a pretty cool quirk of creation, but I think I'll drop you in C tier. Ooh, Suihatsui. Suihatsui. I always say Atsui. She definitely gets an A grade for me. She's a pretty cool character. She's calm and collective. She really knows her stuff and how to support. Tenya Ida, he moves the plot forward. I loved when he faced off with the hero killer Stain, and he has pretty deep motivations as well. So I can definitely put him in probably A tier. Here we go, the girl of the hour, Ochako Uraka. I really do love her. I think she's very good, but she hasn't really shown her stuff as yet. But she's best girl and waifu, but she's underage, so I shouldn't. She's best girl. She's definitely best girl. So I could put her in A tier as well. Probably Screaming Bakugou goes a little bit lower. Probably. All because of his screaming, man. I just can't get over his screaming. Denki Kaminari definitely goes into B tier for me. Honestly, he's pretty good. Kaminari Denki definitely goes into B tier. He has a pretty cool quirk, but once he uses it, he goes brain dead. So maybe there should have been more tier lists here. Maybe I think Hagakure probably could go in a D tier. She doesn't really move the story forward in any way whatsoever. But Kirishima, he definitely goes into A tier as well. Korra doesn't really move this. No. I could put Shoji Mezu Shoji? Is that his name? Yeah, Mezu Shoji. I could definitely put you in a B tier here. Jiro, you are the punk rock star. I like your style, so I could definitely put you in B tier. You're a very cool and collective character. Oh my god. Aoyama. There isn't much I can say about Aoyama. Mina, I could put you in B. I could definitely put Mina in B. I'm thinking of, for the next tier list, I could probably do class 1B and then the heroes, and then work my way around and stuff like that. But yeah, I really like how this has turned out. I think it turned out really good. There isn't really any terrible quirks, but I'll maybe do this another time, focusing on everyone's quirk and how useful it is. But this is all based off their character sets overall. But yeah, that should be it. Now, I did make a tier list on Attack on Titan characters that you should definitely check out. It should be up already. And join me again for the next tier list. I'm really excited about making these, rather short or long or whatever. I just want to, share my thoughts on these characters. And this tier maker thing, it's really cool. I really like it. So this image, I'll definitely be saving it, posting it on Twitter or Instagram whenever this video goes up, so you guys can also check out the rankings as well. And thank you guys so much again for joining, and peace out.